Welcome to Video 2, which will show the upcoming changes in the process of approving requisitions and converting them to purchase orders. Just as a reminder, these updates will be available to you on Monday, January 23rd. Again, even though this will not take place until then, we would like to take this opportunity to provide you with these training videos in advance so that you may take some time to review these changes at your convenience. However, if you do have any questions about the changes, we will be offering live webinar sessions on January 17th at 10 o'clock a.m., January 18th at 1 o'clock p.m., and January 19th at 4 o'clock p.m. for a brief question and answer session. At that time, feel free to call into the webinar and ask any questions. By the way, this is Melissa Davis, and as part of the WebSmart support team, I am happy to host this series of videos. WebSmart now allows the approver to create a signature image for signing purchase orders within the system. If you wish to use this new feature, set up your signature before approving any requisitions. This setup is located in the My Account tool located in the upper right-hand corner of the web page once you log into WebSmart. The signature is for electronic communication purposes within the system and will be printed on the purchase order. The approver may elect to either automatically generate an image or to upload an image according to district policy. To set up your signature, select My Account, select the Signature tab, and select Edit Signature. Select the source as Auto Generate. This is to automatically generate a signature. Select the font by clicking the drop-down box and selecting the desired font. Select the font size. You may have to test the font size to determine how large or small you wish your signature to appear on the purchase order. However, we recommend a standard size font of 12. Select Save. This signature will appear on the approved purchase orders. To upload an image to use as a signature, write your signature on a blank piece of paper. Scan it to your email and save it onto your desktop. Open the document and create or crop a picture of it using Snagit, Snippet, Paint, Microsoft Picture Maker, or some other drawing tool software. Size the signature to 70 to 80% depending on the size of the signature when you scanned it. First, we're going to look at it in Snagit. Here we have a copy of the signature. To scale it, you'll go to the Image, Scale, Custom Scale, and change the scale by percentage of original width and height from 100% to 70%, or maybe 80%, depending on how large you wish to see the signature on the purchase order. And then you would say OK. In this instance, we already have one created, so we're going to select Cancel. Or if you prefer to use Paint, you can open up your document, select Image, Sketch and Draw, Stretch and Skew, change the original stretch from 100% to 70% or even 80% depending on how large you wish to see the signature on the purchase order, and the same for the vertical stretch. And then you would say OK, but in this case we're going to select Cancel. Save the signature to your desktop as a JPEG or a PNG file. Then you would log into WebSmart, go to My Account, select the Signature tab, as we've just done, select Edit Signature, and select the source as a file. Select Browse by clicking the drop-down box and select the file which contains your signature. And then select Save. This signature will appear on the approved purchase orders as you see on the screen. Now we'll talk about locating the requisitions that are awaiting for the approver's review. Now that you have created your signature to appear on the purchase orders, the requisitions awaiting for review and approval can be found in a couple of locations. The initial start page when selecting the Finance module, and in Finance, Purchasing, and AP, Purchasing under the Approval queue. First, let's talk about setting the initial start page if you haven't done so already. WebSmart offers the approver a shortcut to see the signature queue, which contains requisitions for the approver's access rights. when the user initially logs into the Finance module of the software. When you are logged into WebSmart, select Finance. From the Finance control panel, select Edit Preferences. Select the checkbox indicating Requisition Signature Queue. Enter the setting threshold amount. This amount sets a limit on the number of requisitions seen on the start page. For example, if you only want to see 5 requisitions to approve at a time, enter 5. If you want to see a larger number, enter a higher limit. And select Update. Once the preferences have been chosen for the initial start page, to access the requisitions requiring approval, select the option indicating click here to start reviewing. This step directs the approver to the My Signature queue. To view a PDF copy of the requisition, select the print icon. To approve or sign the requisition, select the edit icon. Review the requisition. If any changes need to be made, you would select Revise Document in the upper right-hand corner. At this point, you can make any necessary changes to the document. Keep in mind that each time you revise the document, the system keeps an audit trail on the History tab. If the requisition is ready for approval, scroll down to the bottom of the requisition, select Approve for the signature status, and here you'll see Approve, which approves the requisition and converts it to a purchase order, or Reject. This sends the requisition back to the creator of the requisition. If you enter any comments, this is a communication tool between the approver and requisition creator. Comments do not have to be entered to sign the document. Enter any optional comments and select Sign Document. Once the document is signed, the purchase orders are available for the requester to see in their approved filter listed on the My Requisitions page. Once the requisition is approved, the system defaults back to the approval queue for the user to continue approving requisitions. If you don't want to set the preferences on the initial start page, the approval queue can be accessed by going to Finance, Purchasing an AP, Purchasing Approval Queue, where you will find the same information we just discussed, and you will follow these same procedures to approve a requisition. Select Edit to edit the requisition. Scroll down to the bottom of the requisition. Select the signature status and select to sign the document. Let's move on to viewing the purchase orders. Depending on the user's access, the purchase order can be viewed, edited, and/or deleted or liquidated from a couple of sources. From an approver's perspective, the approver will select the signed less than or equals to 30 days to see any purchase orders that have been approved within that time frame. Or, again, if you have access to purchase orders, go to Finance, Purchasing an AP, Purchasing and Purchase Orders. This access is more likely to be in the business office or accounting. You would select the printer icon to open the purchase order in a PDF document. When selecting to print the purchase order, you will be prompted with a text box asking to show the coding on a purchase order. Select OK to print the purchase order with the coding. This would be an example of a PO for accounting purposes. And we can go ahead and close that out, and we'll do the same process, except we will select Cancel to print the purchase order without the coding. This would be an example of a PO to submit to a vendor. And we can go ahead and close that out. And then again, you have your same actions to edit the purchase order, to edit or to review and edit, or to delete the purchase order by selecting the delete icon. This concludes the training session on the new features coming soon on approving requisitions and converting them into purchase orders. Thank you for taking time to review these upcoming changes to our software. We hope you will find it beneficial to you and your staff. Please continue to review the other videos to view more upcoming features, and be sure to register for one of the Q&A sessions if you have any questions. Thank you.